We're live on YouTube.
Ollie?
You know how you can go live on YouTube? No one's watching. No. The title of thumbnail is Wine and Whining. Potentially.
Shouldn't we make videos rather than live streaming?
You're right.
Wouldn't
And then
that
we
be
can
easier?
expand
Exactly.
to live stream. Why is no one watching?
Good question.
Oh, maybe someone will join.
Are we just really gonna do this?
Why not?
You know, this just reminds me of all the times, like, the last known videos of the people who disappeared.
See, this would have been a good joke if someone would have been watching.
Well, what can you do?
Actually, you're right. Well, we can live stream, but we can also just. Can you turn off your fucking music?
What do you want me to turn it off for, huh?
For the audience, they can't understand us. They're complaining. As in me.
This is so,
like, yeah, photo booth as video. So you can just. Okay, look at this.
Oh my god! Oh, you look cute though. What is that?
That's what you're saying.
When was that? I mean,
Budapest.
Oh.
Why can I record? Why can't I record? Here we go.
Can you at least turn off the live stream?
No, we have to keep that running.
There's like 2 photos of me. I don't like it.
Get used to it. Get used to it.
You wanna say a bit louder?
Get used to
Maybe
it.
again? People didn't hear
Get
it.
used to it. So now that you put your powder on, what are you gonna put on next? A smile.
Chastity belt.
You own one?
No, I was gonna borrow yours.
Well, I want to use that. I have to give it a good wash.
Ew. What have you done to it?
Well, no, I've worn it.
I don't think you wear a chastity belt like under your knickers. You can wear like.
Do you know me? Do you know the dangers of being me? I'm always in danger.
Of what? Embarrassing yourself?
Yes! It's the only thing that protects
I
me.
really feel like pizza.
We can do that 3 a.m.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Will it be open? Turkeys would.
No, everything's open. But you know
Really?
what I would really like?
What?
Like proper Domino's, like greasy, like filled rim pizza. Rim is the wrong word. Crust pizza.
Filled rim.
Shut up.
Oh,
I've had more.
you're
wine
into
than you
filled
have.
rim, huh?
Pacific Rim, yes.
Yeah, isn't there a new movie? It's apparently really crap. Even though it has
Absolutely
John
crap.
Boyega in it.
I remember we all watched the poster and the artist, and you were like, "Oh, let's go watch that. It looks really good." And I was like, "No, it looks shit."
Yes, I remember that, frankly.
Is that where you're getting that from? So it has bad reviews.
No, I watched a guy review it.
No, okay. Oh, is that your
And he
favorite
didn't-
guy?
Yes, I love my favorite guy. I trust my favorite guy. He has good points. Like, he also reviewed Isle of Dogs right now.
Oh yeah.
He loved it. He really liked it.
Yeah,
And I
Clara
trust
really
him.
liked it as well.
Okay, so I think it's worth a watch. Not based off his, review alone, because it looked really cool anyway.
No, it doesn't.
And has Jeff Goldblum in it, so.
Well, I mean, for fuck's sake.
That's
Why haven't we
definite.
watched it yet?
Yeah. When are we gonna go watch it?
I want to watch The Quiet Place though.
If that's on out yet?
It is in England. Ruby's gonna go watch it today.
Yeah, are we in England?
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean it isn't in Austria.
The glass has spoken, and it thinks that you're wrong.
Well,
It always takes at least 2 more weeks than any UK release to get.
well, it depends on some American films. They do them earlier than UK release.
Yeah, America is early. Either no, like for example, Infinity War, UK releases earlier than the US.
I know.
Usually Austria is like with the German release.
Yeah.
Because it's the same language. Whoa!
Breakthrough.
I know.
Yeah. I still haven't seen Death of Stardom either.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we should go watch that at the kino, the TV kino.
Why are we in German?
No, it's not. It's original.
Oh.
Actually, it's not even with Untertitel. I think it's just original. Yeah, no, at the boutique kino they don't actually synchronize anything.
Yeah, with a gay lot of German films, right?
Yeah, because they're like an independent hipster indie.
That's good. It'll be cheap.
Would it be cheap? How cheap?
I don't know. I've never been. I know in Peckham there's like an independent cinema, and that's like one ticket is like £3.
I think there's a difference between Peckham and Viennese independent
Yeah, they're
cinema.
also shutting it down.
Yeah, I think that's the reason.
Why? It's great. It's £3.
You're right. Why in the world did they shut a cinema down?
It's great, right? It's because capitalism and
Do you think shutting down a cinema is a sin?
I want to die.
I already said that this morning.
True.
Why are you so repetitive?
Because I live with you.
I doubt I have any influence in your repetitiveness.
No, it's just the killing myself bit.
So that intensified once you moved in with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it that way.
Yeah.
I should really drive.
Drive the killing myself bit.
Yeah.
I
should really
go for it.
Yeah. How should I do it? What really butters your croissant?
Everything.
Everything.
Everything. Yeah.
You know that toast you buttered the other day? Like, that still baffles me. How you could leave that toast.
I took one with me.
I know, but you were like getting ready to butter the other one.
Well, yeah, because I kind of miscalculated the time. Because then I looked at my phone and it was like 46, and I was planning on going at 43. So it's like already 3 minutes late, and I had to run for the tram.
It looked really sad. It looked. You don't even know how scary it was coming back and seeing you left the toast out.
Aliens.
I know. I was really scared, especially because what did we watch the other day? I don't know. Not watch. Not sure. We talked about something. Oh no, Riverdale, the Riverdale episode, right?
Oh yeah.
It did trigger me, and like it did, but it kind of like it reminded you, like, oh fuck, oh lol.
Yeah.
You're my listen, Tati. You're gonna watch the episode tonight. God, I still hate that episode.
Well, I hate every episode where Chick doesn't die, to be honest.
He dies in the next one. And who do you think the Black Hood's gonna be? Do you think they're gonna introduce a total new character? Or
I just don't care. You know?
But they have to resolve that, so you might as well care enough to guess.
Okay, I don't know. Moose.
Fair enough.
I've kind of forgotten all the other characters. What about like Chuck? Isn't that weird that he's like acting nice?
He has brown eyes. Doesn't have the blue eyes.
He might be a different person. Maybe the first.
Also, he was white under the mask.
Yeah, I know, but maybe the first Black Hood was that guy that died, and the second Black Hood was just a copycat. That's pretty normal and common.
Don't get into this anyway. No, I think no, but it's kind of rude. Like, I don't know, Midge, because I mean the reason why Midge died.
Killing Midge is rude.
It is, first of all, because they killed a minority character. Second of all, the only thing she's done wrong was cheats on Moose.
Did she?
Well, yeah, remember just before, the play started, Moose kind of really like rage quitted. Because he went out of the probably the fangs and Midge.
Yeah.
Considering all the sins Cheryl has committed so far, like even Jughead, you know, with his moral supremacy, and Betty of all people, he kills fucking Midge. Are you kidding me?
Well, yeah. I mean, wasn't it?
Especially after he says for Cheryl to step down as the role.
Well, I thought it was like, you know, he wanted to kill Cheryl because she wasn't Carrie. Maybe
So
he
you're
didn't catch up
assuming
on time.
the Black Hood didn't actually like think as far as to think, oh, did actually, you know,
change
make
it.
her step down.
I don't fucking know. There's only like one episode left, isn't there?
I know.
I bet they're not even gonna reveal it. I bet they're gonna drag it on for another season.
I swear if they do, I'm actually not gonna watch it.
Yeah, but nobody really cares enough. I don't think only the like 13-year-olds do.
Maybe it's like one of Hiram's hitmen, to be honest.
Yeah, well, you know, that guy who betrayed Hiram, maybe. But,
yeah, especially because he was an older gentleman and stuff like that. It might be one of the gangsters.
Oh, maybe. I was thinking one of the butlers.
Yeah. Although, if anything, Hiram's profiting from people getting killed because that just kind of emphasizes the point of a prison having to be like should be made on Riverdale grounds, so you know they can.
True, but he probably doesn't appreciate his daughter being in the midst of it, right?
She's never really involved, though.
She's in the play where the main character gets killed. She's
yeah,
all
but
in the same
she was
school.
never threatened. And she was never directly involved with anyone who actually really ever got threatened and stuff like that. You know, she was, like, if anything, Archie was far more involved. Betty was far more involved. Jughead only got involved because of Betty. But Veronica, Archie. Yes, Archie. It's all like a dream.
Yeah.
And Archie has, like, this dark personality. Like, he wears a wig and, you know, green contact lenses.
I still think he has an abnormally large head.
He does.
Really weird. Every time like there's a makeout scene between him and Veronica, it's always just like, why is your head twice the size of
Veronica's head is also just tiny.
Yeah, but it's weird. Like, why?
Also, one thing that kind of like does not butter my croissant about.
You know, it's butter my egg roll, not croissant.
Butter my croissant. That's like the mean version of it.
Yeah, but the Vine, the OG Vine, is butter my egg roll.
I prefer croissants.
No, egg roll is better. I don't even know what an egg roll is, but it's definitely better.
Isn't it just one of those kind of brioche breads that's kind of like with egg white or egg yolk?
Egg yolk, not egg white.
It's like 10 p.m. and you're going to lecture me on eggology.
It's not eggology, it's just baking.
You can put egg white onto anything. I know it's egg yolk. I'm correcting myself anyway. Anyway.
I'm pretty sure you said egg yolk or egg white. So you did the other one.
I didn't say that. Well, we can play this back and say.
We can play it back.
What do I want to say? Oh, yeah. Veronica's eyebrows. See, they're fine. But the ends just really go deep in.
Yeah, I like it.
Really?
Yeah, it suits her face.
It doesn't frame her face as nicely as they would if they were just a tad shorter. Because it narrows her face even more. Because her eyes are so small anyway. They kind of show.
No, you're not in the frame anymore.
I don't care.
I like her face. I think
make it so tiny.
No, it's good. I like her look.
You like her look? Would you steal her look? Those far too intimate, but alright.
I want to go to bed.
You want to go to bed?
Yeah.
Can move the going out to another day. Do you want to?
A little bit.
Then we can do that.
Or do you want to go out?
I don't need to go out.
I'm a little bit like, the idea of going out right now, it seems fine. Like, I could go out, but it seems far away.
I know.
I think living together just doesn't work.
You know what we should do? Maybe not be together when going
I agree.
out,
I
but
think we should meet someone.
Meet someone.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Not get ready together. Just
yeah, we can't do that. No.
I've been thinking about my birthday and what I want to do.
Yeah, so what do you want to do?
I don't think I want to do a party, at least not next week. Maybe the week
Okay.
after next. Maybe.
So what are you gonna do next week? Why the week after next?
Mainly because it's maybe a bit too short notice to ask my friends now.
Because you never go around to that.
Hey, I said my birthday's next week Saturday and keep the day open, but you know, it wasn't like explicitly. And as well, like I
told my friends to keep the dates.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, they know it's your birthday anyway.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, I've still got time to think about it.
Yeah, of course. Because like, if anything, you have to get distracted on your birthday. So what were you thinking of doing instead? Just Skyping with your family.
I'm still like so depressed. It's not funny.
It's not
like
funny.
every time I think about it. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe make the cake and then have something nice. Maybe go out for dinner. You want
That sounds
to?
nice. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Maybe a bit more chill.
If you want it that way, absolutely.
Yeah. Since you weren't there on my last birthday, because you had a breakdown.
Why do you hold something like that against me? Yeah. You really don't want to do anything on your birthday?
No, I don't know. I'm depleting.
It would be the best. It would be kind of depressing for you to go. I don't know. Like,
I know. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should do something. But I don't know if I want to do like a house party or if we should go out or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
I'm kind of not sure.
I mean, like at the Shinbun, so you can like organize a birthday party, like good thing, and you can go pet the goats and.
Could just do. Oh, can we go to the IKEA ball pit?
No. First of all, it's too far away. Second of all, I'm sure there's like a ball pit here somewhere.
Okay, well, I will think about it.
I want to think about it.
Yeah.
Time's running out. Oh my gosh.
Get me some new earplugs. You want? No, they don't have to be expensive, but like.
I'll get you the pink ones I have.
Okay, no, I don't want €10 ones that'll break.
They were great. They hurt my ears a bit.
They were terrible.
I'm glad I invested €2 more for the JVC red ones.
You know, weirdly, headphones don't really do the like. I looked in the Saturn. Yeah. They don't really do the volume control anymore. They just do microphone and play and pause.
You used to do volume control?
Mine have volume control.
I am branded.
Branded by your own name.
Why won't you answer me? Like, I swear to God, my text just doesn't. They don't work. They don't work.
I fucking told you. He will text you when he has a smartphone.
The reason why I even texted him the times and stuff where I'm coming and stuff is because he then wanted to tell me. He was like, yeah, you know, and then I can tell you considering, you know, concerning the days you maybe arrive and stuff like that, whether I can pick you up or my mom and stuff like that. Because you can already tell that by the time schedules they have regularly, right?
Yeah.
That's everything I want to know. I don't care what he's doing. He's probably doing what he does best. Nothing! Having holidays!
Well, yeah. Surprisingly, he has a weird amount of holidays. I feel like all the time.
Like even his sister, and she's like 2 school years younger.
Weird. And
this does not look like a school trip. This is an actual just friend trip. Yeah. Like I genuinely asked,
we should go on a friend trip. That's what we should do on my birthday.
Yes. Oh, we can go somewhere.
We go to Amsterdam. See Nico.
I mean, theoretically we could. Or we could go to you can go to Prague for €15. Bratislava. There's also. We can go somewhere in Hungary, but you've been there, done that. We could also go somewhere within Austria.
True. Klagenfurt with Sarah.
Yes! Oh, we should. I think that would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Where else should we go?
Australia.
I mean, there are flights to London at the moment for like £26.
I know. That's what my mom said. She said I should come home if I feel homesick.
Why not? Why don't you? Actually,
No, but I'm going already in June.
that doesn't matter. You're really depressed about the fact that you're going with your family. You don't actually care about the party. Like,
No, I
sense.
don't. I'm not really that interested in the party.
Yeah, you might as well just go
let me
home.
look it up.
You should spend your thingy with your family.
Yeah, but
Why are you Snapchatting me?
Who?
Agalaya. I don't care about the fucking time.
Is she just telling you the time with sparkles?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you the time, bitch. It's time to go to bed.
But I also want to spend, my birthday with my friends and stuff.
Yeah. No, but I think, with friends or if back in England, depending on where your birthday fell, on what weekday, either probably spent it with friends or not. If it would have been a weekend, you would have spent the morning and afternoon with your family, and then you probably sometimes even threw your party on the same day, so that would have been in the evening. Yeah. But if it was a weekday, you would have spent it with only your parents anyway. So you might as well just.
Well, the lowest fare is like 50 quid.
I'm not saying that's nothing.
Yeah.
You can do, especially with how much you're earning. I'm not saying how you should invest your money, but considering your emotional.
No, I'm okay.
You don't sound okay.
No, I'm really fine. I'm just a little bit depressed. That's normal, right?
I really wasn't that depressed.
I think it's only because I'm not I wasn't homesick when I actually moved. I think I'm only homesick now.
Yeah, I was homesick.
Yeah, exactly. So you've already gone through that.
Yeah, I'm still. Although I am getting homesick now.
Yeah.
Like just a bit, because I haven't been home in a while.
Exactly, you haven't been home in ages.
Exactly, but I'm going back in 2 weeks' time now, so I'm gonna get back. And not seeing my family for 3 of those days.
I don't get that.
Well, no, it's like I would have booked it just a bit later if they would have told me they're in Iceland.
Communication.
Yeah, please. But no, at least I'll get to spend my brother's birthday with them, which is nice.
Well, that's nice.
Consider this: my brother already has holidays in May.
I know, and same with English unis though.
May.
Oh, I was texting Freddie, right?
Oh, yeah.
I was texting Freddie the other day, and he was like, oh, really stressed because it's so much coursework. He was telling me this and this and this. I was like, oh, wow, okay, I've just finished the essays I had to write this week. Blah, blah, boring. And he was like, oh, yeah, and exams are so soon, and ugh. I'm like, oh, yeah, I know, I've got loads of exams as well. He wouldn't let me talk, right? And then he was like, yeah, oh, how many exams have you got? As in, trying to show up. And I was like, oh, well, I'm planning on doing 15.
How much does he have?
3. I know. He was like, why the fuck are you doing 15?
Yeah, because we don't get spoon-fed our exam courses.
Exactly. You can just pick and choose.
Yeah, and we pick and chose 15, buddy.
Exactly. 3, for fuck's sake.
Is he only doing 3 courses? Or what?
Well, I think it's because there's so much coursework. It's just structured differently. Because they have coursework every single day, kind of thing.
That probably the coursework in a few courses is probably the
but as well because it's English uni, first year doesn't count. You only have to pass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You only have to pass.
Hey, well, technically, you could study here for 6 years and not pass anything.
Basically, adding every older senior person studying.
Yeah. It's that weird, we have this weird old guy. He's not old, but he's I'd say he's 30. Kind of little bit aged, middle-aged.
Well, we have to see if Sophie believed.
Oh, God, okay.
Yes.
You're so mean. Just send her a picture of me, okay, please.
Glow. Yes. I love this. Anyway, continue.
What was I saying?
Okay, good question.
Good question.
Seniors.
Oh yeah. Right. So there's this weird guy, and he's like 30, and he's the boyfriend of that girl that I had a massive argument with. You know, the one who's like the pedagogic. She's like a teacher, but she's doing anthropology, and she's like really religious. And I had an argument about missionaries with her.
Yeah.
And that's her boyfriend, and I only just found out, right? Because I just thought they were in the same study group.
Which one is
together? The middle-aged guy, the 30-year-old guy. I don't know.
Oh, the one with the weird faces. Or just any 30-year-old guy?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. He's weird. And like, I don't really get it. You know, it's weird when you see kind of older people at uni with the first years. Like, why are you doing this?
Like, as much as I appreciate the integration of everyone deserves education and stuff.
No, sure.
I feel like there is a problem in kind of like overall the integration of first semester, because other than the STEO courses, it's very, very mixed, because every course is open to like pretty much any level, right?
Yeah.
Second of all, them not knowing your level of knowledge.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Okay, that's quite specific though.
But you can apply that to anything really, right? I mean, of course, like a lot of like, especially like the more general like courses, like history of or like science of those are very technical. You might everyone can write the information down. But when it comes to like the seminars and stuff like that,
well, I think especially in anthropology, most people do the seminars later. You do the Pro-Seminare now, and because that's kind of like the basis of wissenschaftliches Arbeiten and Zitieren and blah blah. And you do the normal Vorlesungen, and then you do the actual seminars. You do them in like.
But then my course is in Kleine Methoden 2, which is something you should directly do after your stay-ups, and they still don't like. He didn't vocally consider it, or they don't anyway, you know, because anyone can do it, but they suggest it as a guideline, so they think about it, but they don't do it. When you realize that your actions have consequences, they don't. They never do.
Oh god, I know.
So yeah, like of course, like there's goodies and ones. Fuck.
Fuck.
Me. Oh god.
Oh Jesus. Oh, you know, just completely out of context. You know, I finished The Alienist yesterday.
We already spoke about.
We have not spoken about. I'm not even going into it. All right, there's just like basically you don't really the murderers or the serial killer's face isn't revealed until like the very, very end, because it's basically the whole point is that he has a really significant face that kind of, you know, the silver teeth and the blah blah. But actually, the silver teeth was a different guy. But it doesn't matter. It's a different plot point. Anyway, he's got like this facial spasm, right? And the actor who plays it, it's quite weird because it was really quite scary. The way, because I'm pretty sure it's CGI. It's not real, right? But it like his face, they made his face kind of like almost like a vein popping here, and then his face like moving together, so his eyes like just a slit, and his mouth is like going all the way up, like really scary shit. It's really weird. There's only one scene though, and then it gets shot, but it was weird. It's like they're sitting there because the whole thing isn't scary; it's just very grungy. And then the very last 2 episodes are almost scary. You know, like
weird.
Yeah.
So he gets shot even.
Oh no, it's because of something else. It wasn't on purpose, but yeah. And I was sitting there like in my bedroom at like 11, just like, oh, okay.
Why is it scary then?
Well, because it's kind of I don't know, maybe it was the music as well. I think it was because it was so unexpected, because the whole build up is that you don't see his face. You literally see his face like once in the whole thing. And it's all about him, right? And you don't even see, him from his perspective until the very last 10 minutes of the last episode, right? So there's like nothing of his, right? only other people's glimpses and whatever.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, you just see his face and it's just like, I don't know, it's just stuck with me. It was weird.
Oh, that's
It was really
great
weird.
cinematography then.
Yeah. But you know when that kind of happens, like, you know, even just in real life, or if like someone says something to you, like no matter how random it is, and you just remember it forever. Do you not have that?
Like it now it's explicitly scary.
Oh
or
no,
just anything?
literally anything. I mean, one of the things, the earliest thing I think I remember my dad saying is that you can't fall asleep on your back, but you can. I don't know why he told me that. He denies ever telling me that, but I distinctly remember him telling me that. I have no idea why.
Well, it's just gonna be something I will tell myself my entire life, but I've got geburtsfreudige Hüften.
Well, okay, yeah, but who told you that?
You was twice.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so rude. Isn't it a little bit? I mean, I'm sure you meant it lovingly
That's
and
where you go,
everything.
Because, you know, he said in the context of if I were to have 11 children with anybody, it would be you because of your great hips.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time.
But really, that just means that he's. I mean, having 11 children just because you've got big hips.
No, he wants 11 children. He wants like a lot. He wants a litter of children. Like he's saying, oh, like the minimum is 4. Look, I'm not actually gonna bear
his children.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
thank
he's
you.
a bit too gay, maybe.
But I don't know. But it's something like yeah. Like sometimes, like I don't know. It makes me look at myself in the mirror differently, but not in a negative way. I'm like, don't think badly about these hips because he's not right.
Yeah,
he's right.
It's the same with me and my mum. Like we have a really wide pelvis.
Mm-hmm.
Reba does not at all. She's like this.
Mm.
It's really strange, like how different like shapes everyone is.
Because thing is like, but that's the whole thing. That's why I'm like, oh, don't think about it negatively, because there's a higher chance of the people that are like this.
Yeah.
They get, of course. I mean, their pelvis has to fucking shape itself. So then, you know, I can imagine them being far more depressed or far more like blech about their image after giving birth because they just look so different.
Sure.
Whereas we're used to this weird hip thing already being wide.
Yeah, but I mean, as well, it really just completely depends on your body shape. Because like my mum is skinny as a fucking right, like abs and everything, but she's got massive like pelvis.
I never noticed that.
I know you don't because she's so skinny. I mean, she's not skinny, she's just really toned, but she has really wide hips. If you give her a hug, if you see where her waist is in proportion to her hips, it's like,
oh yeah, I'll take a look next time.
Yeah, it's weird.
Never thought about that.
Yeah. I feel like I will never be as fit as my mom. It's quite weird.
Oh, just wait until you get your first child. I have a feeling your mom not only became this way, but really started being like, once the children were born.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
After Esther, she just like, I remember before because she was the health freak, and then she had Esther, and then she kind of gave up on the no sugar, and then she just kind of just like exercised so much. And now she's like, yeah, it's weird. I think because also she trained for a half marathon and stuff like that.
It might be that. Yeah. I mean, there's a marathon happening this week.
Yes, tomorrow.
If you want to join.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Tomorrow.
They probably still have space.
We could probably get enough training in tonight.
Yeah.
The
night is still young, and so are we.
So are we.
Are we young?
You are.
So are you.
Not next week, I'm not.
You're like
30.
No, I mean 10 months.
I'm 10 months older than you.
Yeah, wow, you're so much wiser.
Yeah, I mean, I even have wisdom teeth.
So do I. I have 3.
I have 3 as well.
Theoretically, I have 4, but this one they don't count it as one for some reason, even though I can feel the 4 little pointy things.
No, I really only have 3. There isn't one in this.
None of mine have actually like properly like gone out
You
yet.
can see this one, and this one is getting pointier by the fucking day, and this one hasn't come
Why are
out.
your teeth so pointy?
I don't know. And you know, this one has to be filed down.
Really? Yeah, you told me when it happened.
Uh,
Things here, this is what
this one's still really sharp as well. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah, the other thing was when Paul mentioned that whenever I smile, and it's true,
Yeah.
my gums show.
Yeah, but they don't really.
There's always a sliver, but that's not the unnatural part of me smiling. It's just like I have giant teeth. Which kind of then accentuates the fact that there's something even more poking out.
Yeah, but I don't think you really notice it. You know, it's people like, you know, there's more people like, I mean, not really, Anna not really either, but her gum shows more.
It does.
Than yours, but you don't really notice it. But there are some people where it's like, wow, that's more gum than teeth.
For example, I just remember Emma Davies has tiny teeth.
Yeah, but she doesn't have a lot of gum either.
No. But I remember, it was besides like in year 10, she actually went to the dentist to get her teeth size reduced. I don't know, because she was insecure about it. I mean, I'm not going to the dentist to get my teeth size reduced. Because I know if I get my teeth size reduced, I would just look weird. Because these are my teeth. I love my teeth.
Fit you.
They look great. They can bite down. They can eat more food. They are far more efficient than your
Yeah.
tiny teeth.
I think I might, when I smell, there's no gum. I don't think you can see any of my gum, right? Like,
But you don't smile like that in pictures.
true, like, I don't know. Pain, smile through the pain.
Yes, it is. I don't know.
I sometimes do this thing, like, where I smile. Like, wait, like.
Yeah, I think it's even in the picture, wait.
And
But I love that
and
smile.
I've got these corners, like there's air coming into my mouth from my corners of my mouth, but not in the middle.
It's this one, isn't it?
Yeah, weird. I don't know why I do that.
See, it could not work for me. Like, because I wouldn't like my smile that way.
I don't really like
Because
my smile.
for some reason, sometimes when I keep my mouth open, my lips look thicker, like they're thicker. But when I strain them and smile like this, or kind of
that's your smile.
they're really thin. So it's kind of this.
It was the same with mine. I mean, the thing is, when my mouth is shut, my mouth looks really small. Because like, if you just look at my mouth, right?
Yeah.
Fucking tiny, right?
True.
And then if I'm smiling, my lips kind of, they're not particularly thick, but they're not particularly thin either. When I'm smiling, my mouth suddenly is like
It's
there. Alive is the wrong word, but you know, like when I realized that in year 10, I think, when my mouth is shut, it's so small. It's like nothing. You know, it's like not even the size of my pinky. How weird is that? I don't know.
Yeah, but that's the weird thing. I hate my mouth.
Why?
I don't know. It doesn't give my lips any definition, any shape. It just looks stupid.
I don't think so though. But you rarely have that face on, to be honest. You're always doing something with your mouth.
Yeah, that's why. It's because I don't like me just.
Yeah, same way. I've had this weird thing recently because I've got a bit like rusty bitch face. Might also just.
It's because you also kind of close your eyelids.
I know.
What did you?
I don't know.
You're snoozing.
I really just sit there on the chair, just like, you know, like. So I don't know why I do it. I think it's just my resting face, right? I'm just not like because I'm angry or anything. I could be thinking about polar bears, you know, and I have the same face on. But recently, you know, when you walk, right, and you kind of not really thinking about anything. Do you ever think about how you hold your mouth?
Yes, absolutely.
Right? And I've been thinking recently I might just, like, I've been trying to keep it kind of, like, slightly parted in the middle. Because that at least looks like I'm doing something rather than just, like, glaring.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
that's what I have to do in order to even feel secure on the street. See, I wouldn't even mind going out in the worst outfit in the world as long as my lips are just this parted or something.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
It's true, you do that quite often.
Yeah. It's because I don't know, it just reminds me, it doesn't remind me, but it's kind of my subconscious, you know, reminding me, oh, you used to have braces. Plus before that you used to have like a overbite.
I know sometimes when we're like with other people, I can kind of tell when you feel like when you do your brace face, even though you don't have braces.
I know.
Sometimes you do it and I'm like, yep, okay.
Yeah, my braces. It just, yeah, it never. That's where this smile comes from, I think. Like, I don't.
Yeah. Oh my god. All of the prom pics are with you like that. Except it looks different now because your lips used to go up further because of the braces. Oh my god.
It never leaves you.
It looks really weird because it looks like you're in pain.
Well, no, I wasn't. But you know, like I know a person.
You know a person.
I'll keep their name anonymous on this.
Whoa.
No, but like they just like they wear braces and they love smiling in every picture. Like look at my braces, da, 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 da. And I just
no.
But I hated them. I didn't hate them. I knew they were, you know, they were good for me and stuff. But I guess like thinking back at it was just stupid. But I wasn't confident enough to smile with my braces on. Also because it hurt a bit.
Yeah, I remember Reva as well was like, I hated them because of all the like, because Reva's lips are quite, not thin, but they're thinner than mine and they're a different shape, right? I mean, I still have really pronounced Cupid's bows, whereas Reva's slightly more flat. And when she had her braces, that meant that she couldn't properly close her lips.
Yeah, no, that I had that too.
Yeah.
And that's where we learned to.
Yeah, never had that problem.
Through children, well, I don't know it.
Oh, definitely. My mum had awful teeth. Has awful teeth.
Oh, I remember there was like anecdotes with the gears.
Yeah, exactly.
God. No, but it's kind of like a weird thing because now I do pay attention to people's teeth.
Do you?
And I'm like, well, I went through pain, so you might as well have nice teeth.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to teeth at all.
Well, and like if I call a smile nice, it kind of automatically kind of also includes the fact that I acknowledge their teeth are fine. Yeah.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I mean that's true. Yeah, but my smile is weird as well. Like especially if I'm laughing, my face is a really weird thing. It like contorts. You know, if I like my smile because my cheeks, you know, they push up enough, my nose kind of goes down. Weirdly, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but it's really weird.
Maybe.
You know, it suddenly flattens and goes down, and my cheeks go up. Yeah, it's weird.
No, I laugh like a maniac. Just go. I hate my laugh. I don't know why. See, that's really why I try to make people laugh instead of me laughing. Because then, you know.
Yeah, but you usually laugh at your own jokes more than other people do, let's be honest.
Because I'm pretty great, I'm not gonna lie. Thinking about my own life at the moment.
Oh, you know, it just reminds me, just because you sighed, like Teresa, it's just.
Teresa sighed today?
No, but she does this thing where she's just like, if she's, you know, in her sassy mood, which is all the time, she does this thing where if I pick her up, but I don't do what she wants me to do, which could be anything, she'll just kind of just
really, oh, what a bitch.
If I like put her down and she'll kind of just look at me and then she'll just be like, oh. Or if she's like done something that was like really exciting, you know, if she's like laughed, you know, when she laughs,
like an angel.
No, okay.
Oh, that was, yeah. Just, you know, being at the zoo, especially as young adults. You notice how many children run around. It's the most precious thing watching them be excited about what we consider simple things, or just like, oh, that's interesting. Especially the seal part, you know, the seal floor.
Yeah.
They lost their shapes.
My god.
What the fuck is going on? What is this thing under me? Why can I see it? Why can't I stand on the wheelchair? So cool.
I know. Yeah, I remember that as a kid. I mean, I've always hated like the ocean, and I'm fucking terrified of it. Ugh. But I remember when I wasn't as scared of it, like we went to Brighton. No, not Brighton. Bournemouth, I think. And they have an aquarium there. And there's a bit where it's like, I think it's like the longest underwater tunnel in Britain or something like that. And it basically, you know, the tube you go through and everything from like floor to ceiling is just water and sharks and stuff. And I remember being like, that was like the most amazing experience of my entire life up until that point. I must have been like 7 or something.
So cool.
Yeah.
There was also like in the aquarium section, there was this tunnel you
Yeah,
went through.
I remember.
That's so and those things are massive.
Scary though, because it's really dark.
It's
like,
darker.
It's darker than usual. It was. I remember going there at Christmas. It's like, oh, why is it so dark?
Oh, well, it was pretty light today anyway.
Okay.
But those eel things or whatever they are, they're thick.
Those are huge.
Yeah, those are huge. Man.
Yeah.
Those are scary.
I don't know what they are. I don't think they're eels. They look kind of prehistoric.
Like yeah.
Because they have like weird scales as well.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was just funny. It reminded me of you. No, it really did.
Thanks.
You're right. If you ever want to call a treasure a thing, it's this fish. So there was this fish, and it looked like a normal fish, but then it had this long nose. It looked ugly.
Oh, I know. It's in that room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
You're
them.
like, what are those?
It's hilarious. Why did that remind me of you? I mean, you of me.
No, it didn't. It reminded me of David.
All of a sudden.
And oh, we just, Tati and I just spent the whole day saying, this is you, this is me, this is you, this is
Oh,
me.
it's the same. Same.
Especially during the penguins. Oh, the penguin section was cute.
I remember I did that with my mum at Christmas. I was there with my mum, my dad, and Esther. And I was just like, the whole time I was just like pointing at fish, going like, oh, that's you, mum, oh, that's you. And then she got it, but she didn't really get it. So she like pointed at the baby panda like, that's you. And I was like, mum, no.
So cute. That's my mom. She always does it in a positive way. And you're like, no, mom, that's
not what you're supposed to do.
It's like, oh.
My dad got it though. He pointed at some zebra like dung, and he's like, look, that's you.
Your dad always takes it to the next level.
My dad is so savage. Oh. It's not funny. I mean, it is. It's very funny.
Also, there was like a fat song. I don't know.
What is in your hair? Because it's still there. It's a
McFlurry.
Oh, McFlurry.
They went to get McFlurry. We went to get McFlurry, and for some reason, well, I mean, my hair was down and it kind of got caught.
I like a McFlurry.
I don't know. I feel like something salty.
I kind of want popcorn.
You're right. You're boring.
I watched the documentary I was watching when you came home.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. It was about like the most famous Icelandic trial ever, right?
Yes.
Oi, listen to me. I support your interests, okay?
What are my interests?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. But I would support them if you had any.
Oh, I do have interests.
Like what?
Anyway, what did you say? Well, I do archery. And I do sing. So those are my interests. I like buying things. It's also a big interest.
I support that. We went shopping.
You really supported that. I also enjoy taking selfies of myself and hanging them up, which I have some more to hang up.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, just the things from the past 3 days.
I don't think I've taken a selfie.
Well, these are just memories, really.
Mm-hmm.
What's also my hobby is also staying out of this. My hobby is also going out and then waking up much earlier than you do, even though you stay in.
Yeah, and wake me up in the process.
My hobby consists of making a cup of tea every once in a while, which I
Oh, you
should
haven't-
start doing more
I
often.
haven't done that in a while.
I know, because I don't know, like, nowadays,
The thing
I
is,
really don't know
I
what
really,
to do.
I really would only do that on the weekends. Because no, I know, because I know on the
Hard.
weekdays, I will, even if I wake up early or if I wake, especially if I wake up late.
Yeah.
I really don't like people coming into my room. I don't know why. It's like such a pet peeve. I think it's not you. It's like I think it's from growing up at home.
Yeah.
Where the first time that I had my own room, that meant Reva and Esther were not allowed to step into it. I mean, literally, it was only in the last year that they were allowed into my room. I know how weird that sounds, right? But that's literally just, I don't know, it's weird. So in my room,
well, thing is, nobody even cared going upstairs to my room.
Yeah,
There was
exactly.
days it was, why does nobody come to my room?
yeah,
I love my room. I miss my room. So can we say it?
I don't really miss room. I think it was a cool room. I like this room as well. I'm not really that attached to rooms. I think I'm more attached to what's in them.
Yeah, no,
You know?
definitely.
And as well, like how I feel in them.
I didn't like the shape of my room. It was a bit odd.
Yeah, the shape of your room was really weird.
It was just a U. It was meant to be the attic, so yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter what kind of shape the attic has.
Yeah.
See, now you see how much my parents put her into the
At
attic.
least you had your own room.
You had your own room.
No, I know I did. After years.
Well, I only got it. When did we get rid of bunk beds? Because after we got rid of the bunk beds, I still shared the room with my sister and had 2 beds. Which we then moved up to the attic.
Well,
I
there
think
was 3 of us.
There's 3 of us too.
No, but 3 of us shared a room.
Oh. Yeah, well,
Only for a while, though. It wasn't very long. Because then I moved into that tiny room.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I remember that tiny room.
Yeah.
Was it 14 or 15 when I got my room? I think I was turning 15. Actually, no, I think I was turning 14. I really can't remember.
It would have been earlier, wouldn't it? Because I think I was 13. It must have been
Maybe it
around
was
the
even
same
13.
time.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
scary. God, it feels. Because I don't even remember moving up into my own room. Because we only repainted the walls years later. So it's not as if that happens simultaneously.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure anymore.
No, I know, same, because I had that blue room, remember? My mum was so worried that I would be depressed because my room was blue.
No. Feeling blue.
You were right, mother.
Just kidding. Are you? But yeah, about your documentary. It was about an Icelandic trial.
It was about an Icelandic, like the biggest Icelandic murder case ever, right? Or trial, rather, because it was in the 70s, I think.
70s?
Yeah, 70s.
What happened in Iceland?
Well, basically, so this guy went missing. Still hasn't been found. Nothing's been found, right? This guy went missing. Then about, I think, half a year or maybe a year later, completely unconnected guy also went missing, right? And he was never found. He has still never been found to this day, right? And basically, they arrested these like 4 people who were all like 20, right? And they psychologically tortured them into giving confessions. Basically, Iceland seems like such a mellow state.
It's
really because it's not really. It wasn't malicious. Well, it was, but it was more because of like pressure. Because the media had demonized that group of people so much that they basically created false memories in these people by like sleep deprivation and like it's apparently like the longest time anyone's ever been interrogated and kept in solitary confinement.
In Iceland.
Yeah, one of the guys was kept in solitary confinement for 600 and something days. Like that's 2 years. Can you imagine? And the 2 main people that were involved were interrogated for over 150 hours. Like
it's not like violation of human rights.
In the 70s, I don't know.
Oh, 70s.
I know. Weird though, isn't it? It's like how? And it's still not been, I think the case was reopened recently, but there's nothing really been done about it. And most of them have died as well because it's so long ago. Like the main guy who was supposedly the ringleader, I think he was from maybe like Balkan descent. And so he said that he'd been discriminated against because he was a hippie and because he was foreign. And he then died from like, I think, a mix of like alcoholism and maybe cancer, I think, in 2000 and something. So depressing.
Yeah, we already talked about Iceland.
Yeah.
So this like short documentary, I think, I don't know. But it was really interesting because there were apparently, I mean, Iceland. How many? What's the population number? Basically zilch. Right? There are how many people living in Iceland? So it's funny, they were discussing about how, I mean, abortion is fine and they accept the concept of abortion and, they're still doing it. But they find it really bad that, it is taking place in a country like Iceland because the population is so small anyway. There's basically no visibility for any disabilities there because they're more prone to get rid of it because, they don't really have any support systems. The schools don't really, help them because they're just not used to the whole principle of it, right?
Yeah.
So it was quite interesting, that discussion, stuff like that. I don't know. Just Iceland is so weird.
Iceland is a weird country, especially because, like, in this documentary, they were like offhandedly saying, like, well, it was considered that he ran off and maybe got caught in the lava or maybe was buried under a lavine. It's like, how do you have that in the same sentence? Like, what? Oh, it's crazy. It's cool though. I'd like to go one day.
Yeah, no, like the only reason why my parents are going, and my sister, is because we have relatives there. Are they even? See, this is the whole thing. Where
Who knows?
Which branch? Which stem? I'm not sure.
Your family's so big. Like I have, like the only big family I have is the very extended Jewish family.
Thing is, I don't even think they're not even family. They're the godparents of my cousin.
Oh, okay.
So from my uncle's sons, I don't know the friends. Yeah, so they're not. Who knows? They're probably related anyway. Formally recognized as only the godparents. But yeah. But I'm supposed to know everyone, so
yeah, no idea.
I don't know what I'd rather have a big family. Because the thing is, like, I probably do have a bigger family. But for example, besides the very kind of like the first branch of my family, I really don't know anyone anyway. So
I know, so
it doesn't really matter.
And you always pretend like I have no idea who you are.
Yeah, I don't. I don't think they pretend as if I'm supposed to know you, but I've never.
No, same.
Sorry, mate. Like, I remember when I helped you with my arms when you were a small fetus. No, I don't.
No.
But they seriously asked me that question.
Oh God.
Which is the crunchiest thing.
Crunchiest thing.
It's the crunchiest thing.
Yeah. None of my relatives. I mean, the Jewish family. None of them really expect me to know them. I think. But I always pretend I do. And I think most of them always pretend they do as well.
I know you.
No, I do.
that.
I do that. Oh, the voice is going.
The voice is going.
No, it's okay.
Just change my Facebook profile picture. Who's Constantine? I actually have to report to media. Too many friends.
She's got too many friends.
Oh boy.
God, who is that?
I don't know, some Constantine guy.
Constantine. No idea. Oh God, Esther like posted a story on Snapchat. Not on Snapchat, on Instagram. And it was like of these two boys, and like one of them had a shit man bun, and they're like 11.
Wait, I have to look at this now.
No, it was a while ago. I think it's still on there.
No?
No.
But I want to see guys in buns.
He's called name? Anatole.
That's still a weird name.
It's the younger brother of what's his name? Kirill from Revizia.
A group of 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hmm.
It's a private contract. But he's followed by a lot of our school people, so it must be like that.
Mm.
Hello. I'm so tired.
I'm so tired as well.
You know you're not.
I just yawned.
There's only anything. Oh, you're such a.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Actually, nothing. But then I'm going on a walk with Nicolette.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was kind of odd. She texted me yesterday and she's like, yeah, told me about how one of her exams went. She's like, yeah, do you want to go on a walk with me so we can tank up our energy for the coming week? I was like, how can I say nothing?
I agree.
I
would not say this.
Give me an hour.
Aww.
So now I'm expecting good news and bad news.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be interesting.
When's that?
Tomorrow in the evening. I don't know. I should probably give her a time to do this. Brush. What did you paint with this?
My face.
Your personality.
No.
Hello. Hear ye, hear ye.
Hey, can anybody hear me?
Can anyone hear me?
You know what I would really like?
You know what I really like?
What did you say?
What did you say? Guacamole. It's 18 degrees in Zurich.
That sounds really interesting. You know this girl that I've met, like, they were like the neighbors of my uncle when he lived in this bungalow like 5 years ago or 6 years ago, right?
Yes.
And I know that I barely know this girl, but we were friends when I went there, right? And she went to Coachella. Like she owns like 3 horses, you know? It's
what?
like it's
I don't
crazy.
want to go to
Look at this. Look, that's her in Coachella. And I knew her when she was like 6. You're not 6, like 11, but still.
It's bad to go to Coachella, huh?
She owns 2 horses.
Did you ride them to Coachella?
Wouldn't be surprised somehow. Oh no! Look.
Oh, why? Same with Avicii. She died.
Yeah, I reckon that's probably drugs, right?
Well, no, he had this acute
I know, I read the
pancreatitis.
chat, but still.
I still I think drugs, but that I don't know if he'd be too stupid. I mean, of course, everyone is dumb. Like, okay, I wouldn't put it past him. Yeah, it might even be drug abuse, but I still think a lot of it still has to do with that thing. Yes, because you can't treat it anyway, and it probably just failed in that sense.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's any update of that.
Maybe.
A Wookie.
A Wookie, that would be good.
I want a Wookie. You want to listen to a Wookie? I liked his songs. Why? Why do we have to die?
So do I. But like he was 28. So young. I mean, that's only 10 years older than us.
Crazy. Avicii says reportedly had no criminal activity or foul play. Okay. So yes, I'm assuming it had to do a lot with his. But imagine having pancreatic failure at 24 because you drank just that much alcohol in your time.
Wasn't that also like Demi Lovato or something like that? She had some illness because of alcoholism.
Went into rehab and stuff.
Yeah.
It's depressing, isn't it?
Guess what my mom's worried that'll happen to us.
Yeah, so is mine. She's like, Anastasia, do take care of your liver. I know you're having fun.
Exactly.
I really like one of I love this BuzzFeed creator because she's like
Which one?
this one. She's so sweet.
Oh, I know. She's really nice.
So sweet.
Did you see that video where she like tries to eat Michael Phelps' diet? It's hilarious.
But she doesn't like gain a gram.
I know.
And she's like this thick thing. She's like for Asian beauty standards.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know facially, but body wise, she's probably perfect.
No, she's really pretty. She's really cool as well.
In Japanese folklore, Haradashi is a creature with a face on its belly. Haradashi appears to sad and lonely individuals, particularly those who are at home drinking alone. In exchange for sake, it will perform a belly dance to cheer you up.
Oh, I need that. That looks like Humpty Dumpty, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh my god, and now they're putting Michael's arms. I'm literally drinking alone as we speak. Let's go, everybody. I love it when they Mike was so scared. I love it when they involve Mike in like things. Do you remember 2016's clown epidemic?
Yeah.
I read a theory it was possibly viral marketing for it, but they just killed it quietly when people started like hunting them down with guns.
I remember that.
It was scary as shit though.
You're so chubby. Oh, there's a great picture of how you can really see the chub. No, it's so cute. Look at it, look.
Oh my god. She is so chubby. How old is she?
I don't know. I don't think she's a year yet. But those jeans just don't fit her.
Oh my god, you actually say that about a toddler.
Not like that, but they're just too tight.
Yeah, I know.
Because they're just too small for her.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, me. I'm a dog.
Yeah, you are. Like, I bet you he loves this dog more than he loved his ex-wife.
Yeah. Isn't he gay?
No, we already discussed this. Well, this is so British.
I know. I do like him though as well. Look at this photo of Flash. Babe,
Oh,
babe,
bird.
babe.
Oh my god, such a dashing fellow.
Look at him. He's like a little.
That's a very good photo.
That's my dad.
Oh, I think that was a great photographer. Does he still have that Instagram page or Facebook page?
No, I think he deleted it.
Oh.
No. What's that? What did I say? You know Chris Riddle?
Yes.
He made some great cartoons for Stardust.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Look.
Oh,
Look, this is so cute.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I love it.
That's so cool.
My gallery is pretty weird. It's like mainly baby photos and memes and like maybe some fan art in between. And shit you send me.
That's true. I do send you a lot of shit. Is there any other meme I should show you?
Oh god.
Bringing that good one back.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we are.
Every day.
It's haunting my dreams.
Every time. Why did I say this
Oh my
again?
god, did you see this? Science pictures of Seth everywhere.
Oh,
This is you.
that's me.
Very good.
Which one's you? Where's the
So we're gonna
curves?
come there and go cancer.
I don't care about the other ones.
This is Leo. We're gonna go for a go Libra. It's good for you. I don't know if I like him or not.
He's funny. funny. I like him.
I know he's funny. This is me.
I actually know you do.
And
Yeah,
it's
that's
very
right.
good. Yeah, I know. He's like, this is a really bad post. Oh no, my god, I have to show this to you.
What is it?
Bitch. Bitch.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's so great. I love it. Oh my god, do you see this? They animated me to dance. This is just CGI. I love it.
It's isn't it a hologram?
I think so.
Yeah, I think
Look how
so.
far they come.
I know.
Like, I would visit this concert.
Oh yeah, that's a birthday present. Flights to Japan and this.
They fucking improved the music too. Like, imagine 2:30 a.m. at like a club.
Oh, I can imagine.
Like 5 shots.
I can
like
imagine.
more.
We should request this as the next club we go to.
It's great. I love it. I was so visited. She's stop. 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 Is there something else?
I just got the Go Glab collab.
Tommy's up there. She got everything in the dance. I don't get it. It's so
Oh my god, that is amazing.
But
But I've literally got that stuck in my head. Or did you watch
It's
the
us.
So
Tag yourself.
that thing. That thing's in the morning.
It's really not. You're the opposite of that.
Go Glab. What's it called? Go.
Just do glow gap galab.
Glow Gab.
This is you.
Glow Go Gab Glab. Why? That's you hitting me
What the fuck do I hit you?
every day.
Why don't we have Nico speakers for this?
Right? Turn up the bass.
The stuff thoughts and minds.
This is 3 million views.
It deserves it.
Yeah. This guy has more flow than Eminem. That's so true. So catchy.
So this again. I love you so much. The Japanese music comes.
Oh, Glab Galab in G major. So this is haunted, this video.
Jesus Christ. Oh god.
Ooh, stabilized to his nose.
I don't know who wrote this song though.
The animator, right? The creator.
I know, but
Oh, focus to his nose, I see.
isn't this how it's moved anyway?
No, it's like, you know when they do, you know when like someone is holding a camera badly, and then they stabilize it so it's like.
So now they're making it even worse.
Yeah.
This is great. I love this. I don't know what it is.
Nuggets.
I don't know what it is. It has a kiwi on. Nuggets. What are you doing?
I like auto rotate on. Jesus, chill. Me.
But you look at the nugget.
How long is this? 5 minutes. We're not watching
But
5
what's
minutes.
going on? What happens?
Just try to eat it. Jesus
But it's
Christ.
cute.
It's 5 minutes.
You're 5 minutes.
Oh, if you remember this.
Yeah, that's like 15 minutes long.
It's 1 minute. It's 1 minute long. Oh, this was.
I like to sing, dance, pretend, and
So good. See, that's what Blanco got the
Yeah, I was going to say. I love this. Smell like beef. I love this one.
Teresa's gonna say that.
She will. She will like only say intelligent things like this. What did you like? What were you gonna give me?
You know this one.
Oh yeah. It's so English. Didn't they do a really
Yes. They were so funky back then. Woo!
Okay. Wait, why are you turning off? You can stop the music, but you can't stop the Katrina.
Why does everyone make fun of Katrina?
I don't know.
She's not the worst one.
There's a worst one.
That's really funny.
Goodbye, Globe.
I can't take this anymore.
Same. Oh my god. Why?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna jump.
No way.
What are you going to ask me not to jump?
So can you?
No. I was just gonna take your money first. I just started a patron.
Oh, sorry, man. I love your work, but I'm broke.
Beautiful. What's this one?
Oh, you don't know these?
No.
Oh, they're great.
Oh, I know the meme.
Alexa, what do you do?
I'm the Glob Glow Gapkiller. I love books, and this basement is a true treasure trove.
Alexa, play rock music.
Of course they did.
Alexa, stop.
Echo is pretty neat because it knows all sorts of
Mount Everest?
Oh, splendid.
Dad really likes the Echo set, so we never have to charge it. Plus, Echo's really good at keeping track of things like shopping and to-do lists.
Alexa, add wrapping paper to the shopping list.
That's not a morning person, but Echo definitely helps him wake up.
The glub glub gub glub, the schwabble double wobble double flibber
That's
bobble.
how I want to wake up.
Alexa, give me my flash news.
I'm full of schwimble glimmer kind. I am the yeast of thoughts and minds.
Why would you do that with his wife in the bed? That's not fair.
That was a long day. Today was rough. Get it? Get it?
Alexa, tell me another joke.
Dibble double shibble shabble glimmer glab schwab.
Sometimes Echo helps out when you least expect it.
Hey, Dad, how do you spell cantaloupe?
Cantaloupe. C-A-N-T. Alexa, how do you spell cantaloupe?
Schwabble double glimmer glabber schwibble schwab dab. Dibble double shibble shabble glimmer schwab glab. Delightful. Really delightful. Experience the glub glub gub glub.
Glub, glub, glub. Oh my god.
Really delightful. I'm the glub glub gub glub. I love books, and this basement is a true treasure trove.
This is the best thing I've ever had. This is actually probably the best one.
I am the glub glub gub glub. The schwabble double wobble
I want a kid
double
picture.
I'm full of schwimble glimmer kind. I am the yeast of thoughts and minds. Schwabble double glimmer glabber schwibble schwab glab. Dibble double shibble shabble glimmer glab schwab. Schwabble double glimmer glabber schwibble schwab dab. Dibble double shibble shabble glimmer schwab glab. Oh, splendid.
Fits perfectly.
Simply delicious. Oh, I am the glub glub gub glub. The schwabble double wobble double flibber butter glub. I'm full of schwimble glimmer kind. I am the yeast of thoughts and minds. Schwabble double flibber double shibble schwabble glab. Dibble double shibble schwabble glimmer glab schwab. Schwabble double glimmer glab shibble schwab glab.
You like
I am
it?
the
Birthday
glub
party.
glub glab.
Here, I
I
wanna
am
save
the
it.
glub glub gub glub.
Favorites.
I'm full of schwimble glimmer kind. I am the yeast of thoughts and minds. Schwabble double glimmer schwibble schwab glab. Dibble double shibble shabble glimmer glab schwab. Schwabble double
It's
glimmer
definitely
glab
the
shibble schwab.
Oh, Hatsune Miku. Oh gosh. Please. You've already given me enough time.
I am the glub glub gub glub. The schwabble double wobble double flibber blubber.
Oh!
I'm full of schwimble glimmer kind. I am the yeast of thoughts and minds. Schwabble double glimmer glabber schwibble schwab glab. Dibble double shibble shabble glimmer glab schwab. Schwabble double glimmer glabber schwibble schwab glab. Dibble double shibble shabble glimmer schwab glab. Oh, splendid. Simply delicious. Oh,
Oh shit. Is it?
No,
You know the live stream is still on, right?
Yeah, I know, but don't worry.